The threat of COVID-19 variants is headline news here in Hong Kong after the first locally transmitted case of the South African variant was recorded at the weekend. Prior to that, 30 cases of the South African variant have been recorded in Hong Kong, but all of those are imported cases coming in with new arrivals into the city, together with more than 200 other imported cases of other mutated strains of the coronavirus. The government's been trying to put a stop to that by issuing flight bans on countries from which most of those cases seem to have come from. So we've had flight bans on India, Pakistan and the Philippines for the next 14 days introduced this week, and the government here says it may extend those flight bans to other countries as it sees fit as more concerns arise over these new variants. The specific concern with the South African variant is that health experts here say that it's more than 50% more transmissible than the original strain of the coronavirus first recorded in China and in Hong Kong, and significantly that when it comes to the two main vaccines being rolled out here as part of the city's mass vaccination program, China's Sinovac vaccine is 70% less effective against the South African variant compared to the original strain of the coronavirus, and the BioNTech vaccine, the second vaccine to be rolled out here, is also significantly less effective. So these two things are adding to the pressure on government when it comes to trying to convince the public to be vaccinated, if there's now fresh concerns that these vaccines may not be effective against new mutated strains. Currently, only around 10% of the city's 7.5 million population have received their first inoculation due to a general public unwillingness to come forward and be inoculated. Many people wanting to wait and see as the general level of daily cases here remains so low. There's little incentive for people to be vaccinated, wanting to see if there's going to be further developments in the vaccines. There may well be further developments here in the city because the main university here is currently investigating whether combining different vaccines together may give more effective protection against these new variants, and that's something that some people are waiting for, hoping that that might be the one-stop solution, not just to the original strain of the coronavirus, but also to many of these new mutated strains that are arriving from overseas. Richard Kimber for SABC News in Hong Kong.